Hey YouTubers, Redneck Brian here. Okay, Mr. Redneck Josh asked me to do a video about my pulleys and how I do the pulleys for my racers and how I did the ones on the Craftsman there. Okay, this is the 6-speed Peerless from the Racer, which I'm holding on to. Nothing wrong with this rear end. Okay, I got a 4-inch pulley on here currently. That's actually not too bad, and then I have a 6-inch pulley on the engine. I actually got an extra one right there as well. That's one homemade one that I made up myself. That one actually was originally on the Massey, and I made that myself with the old Massey pulley and then a blank that I bought. So anyways, I don't necessarily recommend going much smaller than 4 inches on the transaxle, because then you get going pretty quick. Because I've had it smaller, but it gets kind of dangerous if you go much smaller than 4 inches and much bigger than 6 inches on the engine. Like, I personally keep it within this. Like I said, I've gone smaller, but I wouldn't go smaller than 3 inches. So stay right around this area, or else you get dangerous, and then you might get people calling the cops on you and stuff you don't necessarily need. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the pulley swap on the MTD here on the Mastercraft. Here is the stock pulley that's on it, or this it's not the one that's on it. This is the one that's on the new transaxle. It is a 6.5 inch on the transaxle currently. Like, I've seen guys take that 6.5 inch pulley and put it straight onto the rear end, or sorry, put it onto the engine by modifying it, or taking pulleys like that or taking the mower pulley and modifying it onto there. But I wouldn't necessarily do that, because you're getting up there and you're going crazy fast. So, like I said, if you stick with like a 4-inch pulley on your transmission, you will go pretty quick, and it's actually not too bad. But if these MTD style tractors, you actually have 4 pulleys on these. You have your engine pulley, you have your rear end pulley, you have your idler pulley, and then you have a clutch pulley, which is this guy right here, which is 6 inches. So what I've seen people do, and this is what my uncle has done on my second cousin's tractor. What they did was they did a 6 inch on the engine, 6 inch to 6 inch, basically 1-to-1 ratio on the engine to the clutch. Then from the clutch pulley here, they went to, I believe, a 3 inch on the back, and that thing goes crazy fast. So my plans are, I'm going to go a 6 inch on the engine to the 6 inch clutch pulley to the 4 inch on the back, and it will still have the 60-40 ratio on it. I believe that's how that works out. So that's my plans for this. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily go much smaller than 3 inches. I'm staying with 4 inches just to be safer. And me personally, I don't go much bigger than 6 inches on the engine, just to keep the ratios in track, and you don't start pissing off people. You don't get stopped by the cops. You don't get arrested, stuff like that. So there's a quick video for you, and also here is one of the idler pulleys. It's just a ball bearing pulley. I bought this one. It does not fit on here, but this one had a brand new idler pulley right up there, but it's seized up from that rear end sitting out, or actually sitting in the tractor with nothing covering it up. Because normally the batteries on these would cover up that pulley, but yeah. So that's basically how I'm going to be doing this setup on this one once I do get it working. Like I said, I still have plans to get this engine running. And one thing that sucks around here where I live, you cannot buy stuff back out of the scrap yards. Or else, there's a buddy of mine who does scrapping. He just told me that the scrap yards have a whole bunch of lawn tractors with motors in them. They're most likely ones that have came from like dealers on trades. So ones like this, or a little bit newer than this even, and people brought them in on trade instead of trying to sell them, which put it up on Craigslist or Kijiji, and they sell pretty good. But a lot of dealers buy them on trades. So, and what sucks around here is you cannot buy back from the scrapyards, at least the big name scrapyards in my area. I imagine like the run-of-the-mill, like low-grade scrapyards, you can probably buy stuff back out of them, but I have no idea, which sucks. Like, I wish I could go to the scrapyard, buy up about 3 or 4 tractors, and then resell them. But maybe once I move, if I do move, I can start doing stuff like that. So okay, I'll talk to everyone later. Hopefully that was a good enough renditioning for you, Mr. Redneck Josh. I'm glad you're feeling better, and that's pretty much it. Bye for now.